Hello everybody, this is Sunray and we're here with another class. So we'll be taking the next hour to be focusing on chakra balancing, specifically our Vishuddha chakra, our throat chakra. And this is a place of expression, creativity. It's actually the place where I create, I express, where you take responsibility for your truth, speaking your truth, your ability to ask and receive the help that you need, and your world is a reflection of your inner being. So being able to express what's happening inside of you, and also being able to internalize the world around you inside of you. So we're going to start on our backs just to get into our chakra center. And I do suggest that you use a block here. I unfortunately don't have a block. And I tried to use this smaller bolster, but it didn't really open up my throat the way I was hoping. So we're gonna come back into our fish posture. And if you have a block, you'd want to put it right between your shoulder blades. And allow your head to kind of fall off the end. So just see how my neck is open wide here. You want that right at the end of the block. Oh, and it feels so good already. So we're gonna open our shoulders, our chest, keep our hands wide, palms open towards the ceiling. Extend the legs down and away from you. And we're gonna stay here for 2 minutes, just breathing in through the nose. And we'll start out through the mouth. Starting to feel a little more open through the throat, inhaling in. And then closing the mouth, just inhaling in and out through the nose. And then beginning to up the intensity, we're going to begin some Kapalabhati breaths, inhaling in and out through the nose with a rapid pace. So again, the stomach snaps in when we inhale and exhale. The exhale presses the air out on the inhale. It's almost like an automatic response to the exhale out. So and then returning back to our normal Ujjayi breath. In and out through the nose. Then we're going to slowly press our elbows into the mat, lift our head, and drop our head down. Take a moment here to feel the opening through your throat, becoming aware of any blocks you may feel in your throat, energetic blocks or literal blocks, tightness through the shoulders, the neck, And returning to a nice state of breath, releasing any tension that may have been felt in the neck. Then we're going to bring our knees into our chest, give ourselves a tight squeeze, rocking side to side. A nice spinal massage. Then we're taking our legs off to the right side. We can come onto the outer hip of the right side. Opening our arms, cactus arms. And we're going to start looking off to the right side. Feeling any lengthening through the left side neck. And maybe even through the rib cage. As we hold our left arm down, both shoulders touching the mat. Then looking straight up towards the ceiling, just feeling an equilibrium of sorts. Just a balance between the left and the right. And then dropping our head to the left side, feeling the lengthening through the right neck, right side of the neck. And breathing here. Allowing that full twist to come into effect. And then looking straight up, walking the legs back in, bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug again, rocking from side to side. And then dropping the legs off to the left side. Again, option to come onto the left hip. Make the twist a little more accessible and a little deeper. Again, we're going to work through the neck. So turning our head to the left side, noticing maybe a pull down the right side. Relaxing here, deep breaths in and out. Just allowing these subtle postures to work together and open the channel that we're working on today, our throat chakra. Looking straight up at the ceiling, feeling the balance between left and right side. And then turning to the right side, turning the head to the right, and allowing the face to move as close towards the mat as possible. And then looking straight up, bringing the legs back to center. Give yourself a hug. Rocking side to side. And then up and down. And then we'll meet in a cross-legged position, or soles of the feet together if you're feeling a little more open in your hips today. And we're going to roll our shoulders up. And down. So we're going to use our lion's breath here, inhaling them up, opening the mouth. 2 more times. and then rolling the head to the left side, down through the center. Nice long rolls, and off to the other side. Feels good. Down through the center, and off to the opposite side. So we're gonna slow it down. We're gonna take 5 full breaths to go around 1 full circle, starting on either side, and then we'll switch off. So beginning your breaths, inhaling and exhaling, trying to bring the chin as close towards the chest, the ear towards the shoulder, and the back of the neck all the way back, so you're looking up towards the ceiling. Moving extremely slow, keeping the breaths in count. And then we'll move off to the opposite side, just moving in the opposite direction. 5 full breaths, going around as slow and as controlled as possible. Maybe 1 more cycle. And then extending the arms to either side, head in center. We're going to take the right hand over, left hand drops to the mat, and extend left side body. Come back through center, extend right side body. Windmilling back and forth, we'll move 5 rotations, extension, keeping the neck long. You should feel the deep stretch down through the rib cage towards the hips. On my right side, I can almost feel it through the hips down my quadriceps. My hips are really opening here. 1 more time, cycling through left and right. Then we're going to keep both hands tented on the mat. Pick the right hand up, take it off to the left side ear, give the heels a little pull towards the side corner of the wall, and then drop our chin towards our chest and keep the pressure there as we reach our fingertips further on the mat, further away from our body on the mat. So you should feel a nice stretching down the back of the neck towards the left shoulder. And then drop the chin all the way down, exchange arms. Left arm comes out, right arm comes to left ear. And give ourselves at first a nice tug away as we extend the fingertips further on the mat. And then start to drop the chin. Feeling a nice extension down the right back of the neck, all the way through the fingertips. Drop the chin all the way to the chest. We're going to bring the hands above our head. Extend up, look up, opening the chest up. And then bring our hands to the mat. Come onto our tabletop position. And we're going to move through some cat-cows. So really extending the spine through the neck, and if you can imagine, through the tip of the chin. As we inhale, drop the navel towards the mat, look up, bring the chin up, open through the throat, arch the back. As we exhale, press the chin in towards the chest. The arch of the back reaches up towards the ceiling, and your pelvis presses in towards the center line of the body. Inhale. The nape of the spine reaches up, the navel of the spine reaches down, the chin looks up, the throat is open, and you're inhaling, looking up. Exhale. So the opposite is true for all of the center points. So our hips are center back, and our neck is constantly cycling through, inhaling and exhaling. Two more times, inhaling and exhaling, pressing navel into spine, arching up, inhaling, opening through the throat, looking up, dropping the navel. Once more, tucking the pelvis, pressing up towards the ceiling, chin into chest, exhale and inhale, look up, open through the chest, tuck the tailbone down towards the mat. And then we're going to come up to our knees. Extend our arms and allow our chest to fall back. Press the hips forward. Keeping the spine or the abdomen, keeping the abdomen tight so your lower back is protected. And just falling back as much as you can, comfortably. Then we're going to come to a downward dog. Drop the neck, the head, wiggle the hips out. We're going to breathe here for 5 full breaths, inhaling in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Walking the hands into the feet. Slowly rolling up through the spine. We'll meet in our Tadasana. Rolling the shoulders up and back, opening through the throat. Nice and open. Stance here. And then we're going to go into a standing table. So it's just a forward fold with our back extended straight. If you can imagine you're in a table, hands are reaching towards the mat. And we're going to bring the arms up towards our ear for 5 breaths. Extend it up like a big L shape. Keeping the neck long. Four, 5, release the arms, swing them out to the side. And then we're going to bring our arms back up, extend them out like a big T, holding here for 5 breaths, inhaling in. 4, 5, and then coming all the way up to stand. Giving yourself a little wiggle. Coming to the front of our mat. Our next inhale, we're going to bring our arms up and out to either side of our body. Sit down to our chair. Exhale, come all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, you can step or jump to the back of your mat. Move through your chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, hips come high. Downward dog. Holding here for 2 breaths. And then stepping or jumping to the front of our mat. Inhaling, both arms up of our head. Slight back bend as we fall towards the back of our mat. Arms come down and around, moving back through our chair. Exhale, down, bend at the knees, hopper, step to the back of our mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. And before stepping or jumping to the front of our mat, inhale, both arms up. Exhaling back, moving through our Surya Namaskar. A. Coming all the way down. Hands to the mat, step or jump back. Chaturanga, Dandasana, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Holding your posture, 2 breaths. Before bending at the knees, hopping to the front of our mat. Inhaling both arms up and over. Slight back bend. Exhaling down. Hands to the mat. Step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Holding here again, 2 breaths. And then from here, we're going to inhale into a high plank. Extend the right knee up. Then right knee into the right elbow. Inhaling back. Exhaling into the chin. Inhaling back. And exhaling into the chest. Taking the right leg back once more, and then dropping it to meet the left. Left foot rises. Left foot comes into left elbow. Exhales back. Comes into right or chin. Comes back. Comes into chest. Kicks back. Comes to meet right foot. Right foot lifts. And comes between hands, turn the left foot down. 45, we're going to come into a warrior 2. Gazing over the right hand, we're going to stay here for 5 breaths, making sure the chin reaches towards the right shoulder. So a little compression in the neck here. But keep the shoulders down, compressing the neck to the right side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Windmill the arms down. Step the right foot back. Move through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Before lifting through the left leg. Left leg steps through. Right foot comes down at an angle, opened up to warrior 2 on the opposite side. Bring the chin in towards the left shoulder, drop the left shoulder. Keep the compression on the left side of the neck. And we're counting here for 5 breaths, inhaling. 2, 3, 4, 5. Windmill down, left leg back, bend at the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg up again, stepping it through, turning the back foot out, this time inhaling up, and then going straight into a side angle. So you can keep the elbow at the knee, or you can drop to the inside of the foot. Keep the right arm up and extend it over the ear. And feeling that long line from outside of the foot to pinky side of the extended arm. Inhaling, 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Windmilling down. Step the right foot back, move through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Come to your breath. Lift left leg steps through, right leg turns out, moving straight through your side angle. Again, an option to keep the elbow rested on the left leg or come down. Straight line. Outer edge of the foot to outer edge of the pinky. Counting our breath here, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Windmilling down, take the left foot back, bend at the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Coming back to our breath one last time. Before lifting right leg, stepping it through, turn the foot out, inhaling up, warrior 2, gaze over middle finger. Inhale, straighten the leg, exhale, triangle. Look up, 5 breaths here, inhale. 2. Remembering to press the thighs together as if you want to squeeze them and have them touch. 3, 4, 5, rebend. Come through the warrior 2. Then we're going to press the right foot in, left foot comes out. Bend at the left side. Warrior 2 on the opposite side. Straighten the leg. Drop into a triangle on the left side. Look up towards your right hand. Compression within the thighs, squeezing them together, keeping the upper body elevated and lifted. Lots of core work here. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back up through your warrior 2. Rotating through the center. Rotating through the center. We're going to windmill down. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Lifting the left leg, step the left leg through. Inhaling warrior two. Relaxing the shoulders down. Straightening the leg, triangle. So we're doing 2 sets of triangle, one on each side, or 1 rotation on each side looking up. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's important to keep the neck engaged through this practice. We're going to turn the left foot out, right foot 90 degrees. Give us yourselves a bend. Warrior two. And then straighten the leg, extend, triangle, looking up. So making sure you see the profile of your face as you gaze up towards your right thumb. Inhaling. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rebend the knee. Warrior two. Straight up. Bring the heel down. Move through chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. 2 breaths here. For walking the feet in, we're going to come into a malasana or deep squat. Alternative face. We're going to bring our hands to heart center. And then take the right hand to the outside of the right foot, pressing into the right leg with the arm. Left arm reaches up. Follow the hand with your gaze. An option to bind here and totally twist. So you could reach both arms around and twist the head behind you. We'll hold here for 10 full breaths. Inhaling. Keeping the chest raised, open. Looking behind you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Releasing the bind if you have that bind. Hands to heart center. We're going to drop the left arm out to the side now. Right arm reaches up, looking up towards the right hand. Option to reach around and connect the bind, keeping the chest up and the neck turned so you're looking behind the right shoulder. Again, 10 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming back through center. Dropping our hands to the mat. Extending the hips up, straightening through the knees. Stepping the feet about 3 feet apart. We're going to rise slowly. Inhaling both arms up, turn the right foot out. And turn the left foot all the way up, so you're on the ball of the foot. Give ourselves a deep bend and drop the left hand. And the right hand as well, and then straighten the front leg, and then bend the front knee. Inhaling here, and exhaling, bending. Inhale, you can come onto spider fingers, and exhale 2 more times. Inhale, and exhale. And we're going to walk ourselves off to the opposite side. Turning the right foot up so the heel is off the mat. Hands on either side. Straighten the leg and release the leg. So by bending it and straightening it, following your inhales and exhales. 2 more times. Once more. And then turning the right heel down, walking through center, wide-legged forward fold. Start to walk the hands behind the heels, drop the head, shake right and left, yes and no, up and down, just releasing, again, any tension in the neck, really focusing on the neck today. Ooh, feels good. Give it a little shake out. And slowly walking the hands back underneath the shoulders. We're going to come back to our left side, or our right side. Turn so the heel is off the mat. Keep the left arm down, right foot down. Open the right arm, look up, 5 breaths. Inhaling, 1, 2, keeping the gaze on the right thumb, 3, 4, 5. Releasing the arm down, walking back through center. Repeating on the opposite side. This time it's left leg down, right hand down, right heel is off the mat. Left arm reaches up, you look up towards your left thumb. Begin your count. 1, 2, 3. These are breaths, so we're taking a breath in and out. 4, in and out. 5. Coming back through center. Again, moving through the forward wide-legged stretch. Maybe giving yourself a wiggle in the hips, releasing any tension in your lower back. Walking the hands back, shaking the head out. Maybe bending and re-extending the leg. So you're able to drop a little more through the lower back and elevate the hips a little higher towards the ceiling. Walk the hands back, maybe noticing a little more depth this time around. Hands underneath shoulders, walk back to the right front foot. This time we're dropping the back knee. A little more as we move into our lizard. Opening the right sole of the foot towards our forearms on the mat, or you might be here with your hands on the mat. So wherever you are, dropping down for 10 breaths. We'll be here. Option to keep the knee elevated. If that's too much, drop the knee. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming back into the soles of the feet, we're walking back to the left side, dropping down on the right knee just so you can get onto your forearms. On the inside of the left foot, turn the left foot out. Option to lift that right knee again, or if that's too much, keep it released on the mat. Just don't drop through the hips too much. Counting again, 10 breaths. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bringing the soles of the feet back to the mat. We're going to lift back through center, inhaling. Reach up, slight back bend, and back into our wide leg. Turn again to the right side. This time we're dropping the back knee. We're going to move through deep low lunge and half Hanuman. 5 times, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, open through the chest, drop the hips, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, tuck the toes in towards the face, come onto the heels, drop the head, feel the extension in the hamstrings. Inhaling, one last time, opening through the front of the body. Exhaling, half Hanuman. Going back into our low lunge, we're going to take the back left leg up, bringing it towards our hip, maybe reaching around with the left arm and squeezing the knee or the ankle in towards the hip. Then releasing that bind and walking around through center and onto the left side. Same sequence, inhaling, forward drop the hip, exhaling, half Hanuman, tuck the toes in, squeeze the navel into the spine. Inhale, open through the chest, drop the hip, look up. Exhale, tuck the toes. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale. Bring the right heel in towards the bottom. And again, option to reach around, connect, and squeeze. Ankle into butt. Hip. Ooh. Ankle into butt. Hip presses down. Nice deep hip opening. and then release back. And then release back. Step the left foot back. Come into a high plank. Elbows down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Tuck the toes. Downward facing. From here, we're going to drop the knees. Another place where you really need a block. I'm going to use these bolsters to the best of my ability. We're going to do rotating camels. So, knees hip width apart. You want a block on the outside of the left and the right ankle. Right now I have the bolster, and I'm going to try and use that as my block because I want a little more reach. So we're going to take both hands. We're going to press one at a time. Right arm back, left arm back, right arm over. Repeat this 5 times, opening one side. Exhaling, switching arms, opening the other side on an inhale. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to come into our full camel. So you can remove the blocks or my bolster. And then slowly inhale and exhale into your full camel. Hold here for 5 breaths. Slowly hands to lower back, coming out and sitting on top of our heels. Opening our legs, walking forward into a nice deep child's pose that we'll hold for 10 full breaths. And then walk the hands back in. We're going to swing around onto our backs. Heels underneath knees. Inhale into a low bridge. Exhale, release down. 3 times, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Our next inhale, we're going to come all the way up, roll onto our shoulders. Connect the hands underneath, press the hips up towards the ceiling, chin into chest. We're holding here for 5 full breaths. Compression in the throat, and then slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time, releasing the shoulders. Bringing the knees into the chest, we're going to extend the legs up, and then using a little bit of momentum, come in through a shoulder stand. Hands to the lower back. And then slowly bringing the elbows in through the center line of the body. Once you're at your maximum shoulder stand, compression in the neck. We're going to hold here 10 full breaths. Slowly releasing down, one vertebrae at a time, maybe moving through a half plow to make it a little bit easier. We're going to bring the right knee into the chest, right knee to the right side, and then right knee to the left side, looking over our right shoulder. Keeping length in the neck. A few more breaths here. And then back through center. Right leg down, left leg up. Squeeze the knee into the chest, out to the left side, and out to the right side. Looking over your left shoulder. Back through center. Both legs down. And we'll come to rest in our final Shavasana. Focusing in our Shavasana energetically on our throat chakra. Staying mindful of this center in our body. Breathing in and out through the center, physically and energetically. Mentally cleaning the passageway, clearing any blockages, or just becoming aware that a blockage may exist. In the next few moments of silence, taking the time to listen to any thoughts that may emerge from this center. Without trying to change them, just becoming aware of what you feel should be said or left unsaid. I'll leave you here in your Shavasana. Thank you for your time and energy in class today. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.